Captain D'Souza thinks Kanchenjunga has cleared Mont Blanc, and in the next 90 seconds, that belief becomes fatal because one receiver is dead, and the mountain is closer than he knows. Now watch who is sitting behind that cockpit door. Homi Bhabha is not just another passenger on this flight. Not long before, he told India one dangerous number on radio. India could build a bomb in about a year and a half, meaning one scientist had become a bridge. No country could easily replace. Before that, though, he was a Bombay son sent to Cambridge, where his family expected engineering and the Tata Empire expected service. But his letters home said the truth plainly. Physics had him. His father made a deal: pass engineering first, then switch. So Bhabha passed with first-class honours and then chose the harder road. And the cascade that started at Cambridge keeps bending toward one mountain. Because the war interrupts a Cambridge plan that expected otherwise. Because once the seas close, he is stuck in India. And instead of waiting for peace, Bhabha starts building a base where a poor country can do frontier physics before it feels ready. That sounds reckless, until you remember the Tata family knew him. And they could fund a laboratory before the state even could. So in 1945, the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research opens. But a laboratory is only the first room in his machine because Bhabha wants science close enough to power to move fast. In 1948, Nehru creates the Atomic Energy Commission, and Bhabha becomes its first chairman, answering almost directly upward. Now, the mistake is not one plane. You see the pattern. It is a country letting one brilliant operator become the bridge. And once that bridge carries everything, its loss redirects the road, so the crash takes more than one scientist from India. It takes the switchboard, because Bhabha alone knows which wire leads to energy and which one leads to weapons. And you can feel that loss at Trombay, where every corridor waits for his decision. Vikram Sarabhai steps in next, but he inherits a machine built around another man, meaning the country gets continuity but not Bhabha's terrifying speed. The official report points to altitude, one dead receiver and one captain's belief. But the timing teaches the public a darker lesson before any inquiry can answer. If a man says bomb in 18 months and then dies in 90 seconds, families do not hear instruments, they hear the mountain choosing for them. In Bombay homes, relatives wait for a passenger list that keeps getting worse, while younger researchers realize the mentor who opened every door is gone. At TIFR, students still solve his scattering equation while his chair stays empty. And at Trombay, the reactor program keeps breathing through people he trained. So one mistake on Mont Blanc becomes a silence that reaches home. Yet the official answer remains almost painfully ordinary because one receiver failed and one captain trusted the wrong height. But here is why that mistake refused to stay ordinary. Not long before, Bhabha had said India could build a bomb in about a year and a half if the country chose it. So when the plane hit Mont Blanc, India lost more than a passenger. It lost the bridge between peaceful energy and a weapon. And because the timing was so cruel, the theories never died. The investigation saw altitude and equipment, while the public saw a pattern, and India waited until 1974 before it tested a device. But the mistake on the mountain did not erase him. Because the reactor coast at Trombay kept carrying his bet forward, with his name on the gate and his wager inside the walls. So next time the mountain appears, ask what still kept moving.